This wasn't just banned, it was hunted, hated, and hidden for decades. Critics called it filth, censors called it dangerous, and yet, audiences couldn't look away. This is the story of the most brutally controversial horror film of all time, I Spit on Your Grave. And you're watching Channel Name. Don't forget to subscribe, because this is just the beginning. The film was written, produced, and directed by Meir Zarchi, a little-known filmmaker whose inspiration came from a real-life horror he personally witnessed a brutal assault on a young woman in New York. He drove her to the police himself. What came out of that experience was not a PSA, but a revenge fantasy. Camille Keaton, who played the lead character Jennifer Hills, was an American actress with almost no fame at the time. Her performance was raw, disturbing, and emotionally devastating. After the film, she won Best Actress at a horror film festival, but also received threats and hate mail. That's how polarizing this movie was. Short story writer Jennifer Hills lives in Manhattan and rents an isolated cottage in Kent, Connecticut, near the Housatonic River in the Litchfield County countryside, to write her first novel. The arrival of the attractive and independent young woman attracts the attention of Johnny Stillman, the gas station manager, and Stanley Woods and Andy Cherensky, two unemployed men. Jennifer has her groceries delivered by Matthew Duncan, who is mildly mentally disabled. Matthew is friends with the other three men and reports back to them about the beautiful woman he met, claiming that he saw her breasts. Stanley and Andy start cruising by the cottage in their boat and prowl around the house at night. One day, the two men attack Jennifer while she's on her boat. They drag her to shore, and Johnny joins them. Jennifer realizes that they planned her abduction so Matthew could lose his virginity. She fights back, but the three men rip her bikini off and hold her. Matthew is reluctant to rape Jennifer, so Johnny and Andy rape her instead. After she crawls back to her house, they attack her again. Matthew finally rapes her after drinking alcohol, but doesn't ejaculate because the others are watching. The other men ridicule her book and rip up the manuscript, and Stanley violently sexually assaults her. She passes out. The men start to leave, but Johnny realizes that she is a witness to their crimes and orders Matthew to go and murder her. Matthew, remorseful over his actions, cannot bring himself to stab the still unconscious Jennifer, so he dabs the knife in her blood and then returns to the other men, claiming that he has killed her. In the following days, a traumatized Jennifer pieces both herself and her manuscript back together. She goes to church and asks for forgiveness for what she plans to do. The men learn that Jennifer has survived and beat Matthew up for deceiving them. Jennifer calls in a grocery order, knowing that Matthew will deliver it. He takes the groceries and a knife. At the cabin, Jennifer entices him to have sex with her under a tree. She then hangs him and drops his body into the lake. At the gas station, Jennifer seductively directs Johnny to enter her car. She stops halfway to her house, points a gun at him, and orders him to remove all his clothing. Johnny insists that the rapes were all her fault because she enticed the men by parading around in revealing clothing. She pretends to believe this and invites him back to her cottage for a hot bath where she gives him a handjob. When Johnny mentions that Matthew has been reported missing, Jennifer states that she killed him, which he takes as a joke as he nears orgasm. She takes the knife Matthew brought with him and severs Johnny's genitals. She leaves the bathroom, locks the door, and listens to opera music as Johnny screams, bleeding to death. After he dies, she dumps his body in the basement and burns his clothes in the fireplace. Stanley and Andy learn that Johnny is missing and take their boat to Jennifer's cabin. Andy goes ashore with an axe. Jennifer swims out to the boat and pushes Stanley overboard. Andy tries to attack her, but she escapes with the axe. Andy swims out to rescue Stanley, but Jennifer plunges the axe into Andy's back, killing him. Stanley moves towards the boat and grabs hold of the motor to climb aboard, begging Jennifer not to kill him. She repeats the order he made to her, during the sexual assaults. "Suck it, bitch!" Then starts the motor, disemboweling him with the propeller as she speeds away. This movie didn't just flirt with the linea, it obliterated it. Nearly 30 straight minutes of graphic sexual violence, shown without background music or stylized cuts, left audiences shocked and disturbed. The camera didn't flinch, and that's what made people angry. It was banned in the UK for decades, labeled a video nasty. In Ireland, it was declared illegal. Even in the US, many theaters refused to show it. Meir Zarchi was accused of promoting misogyny and glorifying assaultiven, though he claimed the movie was about female empowerment through revenge. Despitier, maybe because of the backlash, I Spit on Your Grave became an underground legend. It started debates in film schools, feminist circles, and censorship boards around the world. Some saw it as grotesque exploitation. Others viewed it as a raw, unfiltered look at trauma and survival. It inspired an entire subgenre, the rape revenge thriller. It spawned sequels, a remake in 2010, and a bizarre legacy where people still argue, was this movie trash, or was it truth? The world wasn't ready for this film in 1978. Maybe it still isn't. But the story behind I Spit on Your Grave isn't finished. In Part 2, we'll uncover how it rose from the ashes, how it influenced the modern horror genre, and why some critics are now defending it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on channel name, because this story only gets darker from here.